Hey guys, it's me. So today's video will be a little bit different. I won't be talking about books, and instead today will be about anime. I wanted to talk about the different anime that I enjoy and like my favorite ones, but I will be bypassing like mainstream anime. At this point, everyone already knows that I love Sailor Moon. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I love Boruto or Naruto. Either one of those are amazing. But yeah, I kind of wanted to bypass like mainstream stuff that even if you don't watch anime, you've probably already heard of those, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. So I'm going to be skipping those, and I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite anime that you might not have heard of. The first one I'd like to talk about, and it's because it's the one I watched the most recently, it's called Steins Gate. And my God, that was amazing. And if you have seen Steins Gate, please be my friend because I need more people to talk to about it. To give you kind of a sum up without spoiling it, which is really hard to do, so I kind of have to word this really particularly. Steins Gate is about this boy named, he's got like 3 names in the show, so I'm not even gonna bother telling you his name. His name is, everybody's name on that show is a conundrum, and I gave everybody my own nicknames, and so we will bypass names altogether. But anyway, it's about this boy, and he has a very tight-knit group of friends, and together they develop a time machine of sorts. They can send a text message into the past, and it's about how the changes that they make to the past affect the present day, and about how maybe those changes might not be so good, and the consequences of those changes, and then it even reflects on the consequences of undoing the changes. So it was so good. The time travel was easy to understand. They didn't like mess it up or make it confusing or contradict themselves. Like, they did a really good job on the time travel. The romance on the show was beautiful. I loved it. It was a great love story. The friendships on the show were really good. I loved all the friendships that they built, and it was just so good. Easily one of the best anime I've ever seen before. So shout out to Haley Amandar. She does some gaming videos on YouTube, but that's like my in real life best friend, and she was the one that recommended that to me. So thank you for that, Haley. The next one I would like to talk about is Canon, the 2006 version, and that's with a K. So Canon will make you cry. Don't watch Canon and expect dry eyes. Although I will say that's for Steins Gate as well. I cried in Steins Gate. I cry over everything though. With Canon, that is the story of this boy, and it's been a really long time since I watched Canon, so I literally cannot remember their names. I'm really sorry. But anyway, it's about this boy, and it's a high school anime, and he has like these different girls that he's friends with, and then he also has his cousin, and without spoiling that, it's about like his friendship with these different girls. And I say friendship because it's friendship. There is one love story, but it's just about the impact that they each have on each other's lives, and the differences like having a friend can make. And it was really, really good, and it was really touching. And it's if you've seen Clannad is, I would say, is pretty mainstream at this point, but it's actually made by the same people who made Clannad. So the animation is very similar, and the feels are very similar. So Canon, really good. I loved it. Like I said, it's just been a while since I've seen it. The next anime is called F, A Tale of Memories, and F, A Tale of Melodies. It's 2 different shows, but I kind of view it as season 1 and season 2 because it's the same characters in both. Again, that will make you cry. I was bawling like a baby. The animation. Let's talk about the animation on F for a second. It's fantastic. The music is beautiful. I personally am willing to say that it's the best music that I've ever come across in an anime before. So good. Now, I cannot give you plot details about F simply because there's so many different stories going on, but on that note, it is not hard to follow at all. It's very easy to follow. It just shows different characters' lives all in the show. So it's not like one character's point of view. You have several different characters and several different points of view. Again, though, that is also a high school anime, also fairly realistic. Again, there are like some supernatural elements, but nothing out there. Yeah, just even if my very vague description of the show doesn't do it for you yet, just watch the opening. I'll see if I can link the opening down below, because it's just so good. I watched the opening and I was hooked. Like, I was like, ooh, gotta finish this one. And my fifth one is actually a manga recommendation. I have not watched the anime adaptation of this, so I cannot vouch for it. I've been told they're pretty similar, but again, I have not seen it, so don't take my word on that. But anyway, the manga is Orange. I actually read Orange at the beginning of this year. I have the compendiums, so it's 2 volumes. They're fairly thick, but again, it's because they're compendiums. But Orange is another high school story, and it's funny because I just told my coworker about how I don't like high school stories, and literally I think everyone I've told you about so far, everyone's been in high school. In Orange, it's about these kids in high school, and a new boy moves into town, and this group of friends kind of reach out to him and they want to befriend him, and so they do, and there's several consequences. So it starts off with the main character, and she gets a letter, and it's from herself from the future, and basically something causes their friend to kill himself. And so the versions of this group of friends from the future are trying to change the past and trying to save their friend's life. And so they're giving their past selves this advice on what to say and what not to say to him. And it's a really good story about friendship, and it just shows how far these friends were willing to go to save their friend, even though it's going to have consequences on their own lives and on their own futures and potentially their own happiness, but they don't care. They want to save their friend. And so it was a really touching story. I personally loved it. I know some people think it's hit or miss. Either you're really going to like it or you're not going to like it. I am of the crowd that enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. I thought it was a touching story. And I liked, how it showed how far these friends were willing to go for their friend. Okay, so that was me talking about my 5 favorite non-mainstream anime. Yeah, this video was not put together well or thought out well or anything like that. I just wanted to do a video, but I couldn't really think of a book to talk about. I'm in the middle of reading Dangerous Girls. I'm in the middle of reading it's a light novel. It's Sakura's story from Naruto. I don't remember the full title. I'm in the middle of reading Sailor Moon manga 11, volume 11. Hunting Prince Dracula just came out today or yesterday. I still don't have it, so I'm kind of dying inside, but I'll be reading that pretty soon here. Whoa, girl. Rough. I'm sorry. And then I'm also reading Hunted by Megan Spooner, and I actually forgot about it. I forgot I was reading that. I literally just saw it on my bookshelf, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like 10 pages into that. My life's a mess. Hey, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you like Steins Gate, find me. Find me in the future. That was actually quoting Howl's Moving Castle, but it was still relevant because, Steins Gate, time travel, we talked about this. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. Those are my 3 main sources of social media. So if you want to talk to me about anime or what the heck ever, that's where you can do it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye! I come to you in the state of shame as I've just finished editing my video. And I get to the end and I realized I didn't mention the anime that I just finished like 3 days ago, which was Spice and Wolf. So I'm making this an honorary edition. Not even honorary, it's just my 6th one here. My sixth recommendation. So Spice and Wolf is a story about this wolf goddess named Holo. Holo. I've been watching so much of Simply Nailogical. Her name is Holo, and her, she, like, meets this guy. His name is Lawrence, and she kind of makes him her companion. He is a merchant, a traveling merchant, and she says, like, listen, I'm trying to get back to my home in the north. Will you take me with you on your travels? And, like, she tells him, like, she's a wolf goddess and everything, because they're going to be spending a lot of time in close proximity to each other, so he kind of figured out. She has, like, ears and a tail. And anyway, it's just, like, it was a really good story. It was about him and all his dealings as a merchant, and, like, how smart he is, and just the things, like, the business arrangements and things like that. And then it's also her stuff where she's, you know, a wolf goddess. She can turn into this big giant wolf. And it's about, like, people who find that out and want to exploit it, or people who just are fascinated with her regardless. They may not even know she's a wolf goddess or whatever. But anyway, it was really good, and it was a really, really good love story. It was really simple. That was one of the things I liked about it, because even though she was, like, this wolf goddess, it was still a really simple anime. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd add that in there. Sorry that this is, like, my face is really red, the lighting is really weird, I'm laying down on my bed, but I couldn't be bothered to, do my hair back up and everything. So this is what you get. You get raw me. So yeah, Spice and Wolf is number 6 on my list. Apparently this is going to be a top 6 favorite anime that's not talked about. Yeah, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's be friends. I love having friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!